Hello, my name is Elizabeth Cotter. Welcome to my podcast. Today we are discussing the topic of teaching the child inside and out. Social emotional learning is important because individuals do not exist in a vacuum. People are influenced and affected by their situations, by the people with whom they interact, and their environment. Students need to learn academics, but they also need to learn social and emotional skills. These skills will help with awareness of self and empathy towards others. In addition, social and emotional skills will enable students to be successful in various social situations. Learning social and emotional skills is very important for students with exceptionalities. For students with exceptionalities, social and emotional learning has many positive benefits. For instance, when students can self-regulate their emotions, they are able to decrease their stress, and this leads to better mental health and better overall functioning. In addition, when students with exceptionalities learn about social interactions, they will be better able to interact in positive ways with people in their environment. This will lead to increased inclusion. Another important aspect of learning social emotional skills is that it will help students with exceptionalities have better academic success. Learning to regulate emotions will help them to learn how to cope with their anxiety, and also will help them to be better problem solvers. The history of social emotional learning began at a conference in Kalamazoo, Michigan. The educators there were discussing teaching children by taking into consideration academic, social, and emotional aspects of learning. These educators worked together to consider what more they could do to better educate students. They realized that many of their students were having difficulties in life and needed to be taught how to navigate and understand emotions as well as academics. From this, they founded CASEL, which supplies teachers and special educators with information to help in learning and teaching social emotional skills. Also, another application of social emotional skills was during COVID. Many teachers were virtual, and they used social emotional learning to assist their students. One way they did this was to help the students be aware of their feelings and aid their students in being able to label their emotions. Another way that they helped their students was to discuss and come up with ways to overcome the anxieties that were brought on by the pandemic. A third way that teachers were able to assist students during the pandemic was to use social emotional learning to support not only their students, but also the families during this difficult time. In the final analysis, when educators of students with exceptionalities strive to teach the whole child, then they are embracing the whole person, not just one aspect of a person. By teaching students to understand, accept, and learn to regulate their emotions, teachers are assisting students to be better prepared for the future. All special education teachers need to incorporate social emotional learning into their teaching. This will foster and build resilience in their students. By incorporating social emotional learning into education, special education teachers will teach their students not only academic skills, but also life skills, which will assist their students to become well-adjusted and productive members of society. Thank you.